Okay, you guys, we are live. I know that Sonia said you guys could see us and hear us, but you couldn't post. So we are back, and we want to make sure that you guys always try to slow down, always try to reboot our computer, make sure everything is on the go. But anyway, so you guys write us back. We are still here. I know some of you guys are rejoining, which is fine, and we're just going to start over
Okay.
as if we're starting back from scratch. So today we are talking about uh, the traditional things that we all experience. Just from uh, you were telling the story about the turkey. Can you go back to that so we can see?
Well, just talking about the wife was cooking a
Uh-huh.
turkey in the oven, and I think you said that um, she might have cut the legs off so it'll fit in the oven.
This from
Not her,
tradition.
but this tradition. And her husband asked her why did she cut the legs off to cook the turkey,
Uh-huh.
and she said my grandmama did it and my mama did it, so it was handed down to me. But the reason the grandmama was doing it and the mother was doing it because that oven wasn't large enough to cook the turkey.
Right.
So she was following it and thought that was some kind of recipe or something to follow. But it
Uh-huh.
was
Tradition.
tradition. This tradition to do.
Right.
And so all traditionals are not bad, but
Mhm.
not all of the traditionals are good.
Yes. And so, okay, so you guys, we're back through. Hey, Kirk Arnold and Pat, Yvonne Holmes and Lady D. Wide. Good to see you guys tonight. And but we also were talking about, because we got a mixture of conversations. Full and
Yeah.
I just always just be sitting around, so we can't really plan stuff. Even though I post, what our conversation is going to be about, we just try to keep it real. And we really spent our time this week talking about all the things that we remembered. So traditions is one thing of this conversation. Baby, is it okay that we go and start talking about some of the things that we remembered about that happened in our relationship too? Because those traditional things are fine. But all we wanted to say about the traditions is don't let tradition keep you from God's best,
Right.
keep you from going to another place, whether it's ministry, whether it's in your family. From our wedding, we didn't do it the traditional way. We didn't have a traditional shower. We didn't have a traditional reception. We certainly have a traditional reception when we had hot dogs at our reception. From even playing the music on here. We play a little bit of everything. We
Right.
really ain't even played any Christian music
No, we hadn't.
at all.
Well, it was a setting for relationships and how to build and how to establish and how to continue building on that relationship and be happy. I think last night we was laying in the bed and I told you I didn't want a roommate. I
Mhm.
wanted a wife. I wanted a friend. I wanted a buddy who liked sports, and you do like all kind of sports and everything. So in order to keep that relationship going and going strong, yes, we listen to Christian music at the house. Yes, we listen to it in our car. But when I get romantic, I don't want to be um, um, playing Christian music. I want
Right.
to hear a little Luther and a little,
Uh-huh.
Maxwell,
Right.
and so that's why we don't play any Christian music on this broadcast. I'm not
Right.
saying that we'll never play any,
Yeah, because we'll
but
play
we're
some.
just flowing and trying to develop a relationship, and that's what's wrong in a lot of Christian relationship. They're so religiously deep till they can't enjoy life. But
Yeah.
God made all things for us to enjoy. And
Uh-huh.
I'm not going. You're not going to hear us playing that rap with no cussing in it, no
Yeah.
songs with no cussing in it, no perversion. But you can enjoy things without it being Christian. Because most of watch ball games. They don't be playing Christian
They
music.
don't.
They watch football, basketball,
And they be
baseball,
cussing too.
and yeah. But that's not what's cussing and not in us. I
No.
mean, living a secular life is not in us.
Yeah.
But we live for Christ in righteousness, and we love the Lord. So everything we do is from a base of our love for Jesus,
Yeah.
but not just flooding the market with
Yeah.
with um with being
Worldly stuff.
religious,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
being religious.
Yeah. I think I said this to everyone that when I was married to David. I remember when our counseling session we were doing
That
this
was funny.
marital marriage counseling, the world changing. And one of the things I said out of my mouth, I couldn't even believe it now because I'm grown. I'm not a baby Christian anymore. But and pastors taught on grace.
Right,
So
right.
it freed me from all the traditional things that I was doing. Like when David one day he started listening to, I don't even know the radio station, 97.5. 103.3. Look at me. I don't know the radio station, y'all. I don't know crazy. I know them now. But because you need to know also for those who have children, you need to know the radio stations that they listening to. So don't act so Christianized that you can't tap into the stuff that they got going on behind the scenes. So I need to know what all them stations are, and they be talking about, that's Christian station, that's Heavenly 94. No, it ain't no Heavenly 94. They look like a 100.3 up in there. And so, but I just remember, I said in the marriage counseling that it was like about 10 couples, and they got to me. I remember, I can't think of Lisa, and no, that was Monica Hill and her husband was in the meet. They were the people over the wedding ministry, marriage ministry. They said so.
Daniel,
is it done? No, somebody. One of everybody. I mentioned it before. Monica and I can't think of her husband's name, but Hill. Y'all know they got a practice in Fayetteville. So anyway, so they asked me. I don't know where it came from, but they said something to me. And I said, the one thing that bothers me is that David listens now. All of a sudden, he's starting to listen to this other music in the car. And, our ministry, I thought we were Christian, and we don't listen to that anymore. And, the stuff that we used to do, we're not supposed to be doing anymore. And I was like,
you were being religious.
Praise the Lord. I was just like, he's not holy anymore. He's not sanctified. He's a heathen.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
Right. He's a heathen in disguise. And, Lord, help take the will for my husband, sanctify him. And he repents right now, and so.
Take communion. Yeah. Hold the oil on him.
And they were like, what the heck are you talking about, Darlene? And because I only knew what I knew from the four walls of our church. And I was being so deep. I was heaven bound, but not earthly good.
Hey,
I'm still heaven bound, but I still want no earthly good. I was saying some stuff.
Right. And you were making your husband feel bad. And maybe,
I wouldn't make him feel bad. He was looking at me crazy.
May have embarrassed him. And he wanted to know why you brought that up in the counseling session.
Like I was so deep.
But look, let me give a shout out to my people in Greenville, my cousin Wicker, for Nita and Whitaker Fuller. Hello, Pastor James Elam. How you doing, bro? I'm doing good. Look, but I thought of a joke.
Okay,
here I go.
Joke. Here we go.
Because you were saying that, and we were talking about.
Fuller be doing the most.
Well, look. Do you guys know? Anybody here know? How do the priests in the Catholic Church get holy water? Anybody know?
No, babe. How
you don't know? I'm trying to see. Is anybody gonna respond?
No, you guys.
Do you know how the priests come up with holy water?
How the priest?
Well, he can sprinkle it on them. He sprinkle holy water on them.
No. Are we waiting on somebody to answer? Anybody know? Okay. Don't feel like that. Okay. We were okay. Good. Okay. Yes. Anybody we're waiting on? Dum 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 dum. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. They
you said Pat Kearney said tap, not how. No, Bishop, tell us. Yvonne Holmes says tell us. Would you?
They bought the hell out of it.
Y'all see what I got to go through. But wait a minute, y'all. Fuller is so funny. Let me say he laughs at himself every time. And so if y'all don't know this about Fuller, whenever y'all stop putting hearts up there, don't put no more hearts.
Come on, y'all, flood me. Give me some love. Come on, give me some love. Give me some happy face, thumbs up, hearts, love. Give me some love. Now that was real good. It's something a Christian tell a joke.
And laugh
about it. That it's not secular. It's like we're talking about holy water.
Yes. Look, y'all. This weekend, me and Fuller were in Greenville.
Hey, Bobby Bruce.
Greenville, South Carolina. And Fuller.
See, look, she said, still fighting, Bishop.
Bobby. Come on now. I'm using that Bishop. Okay, Eric Hines. Okay. Fuller. For those who don't know, I'm gonna tell you. we went to South Carolina this weekend, and Fuller ministered at Larry and the Dolores Brown's church. And I tell you, if y'all haven't seen Fuller minister, everybody should know this by now. You're going to get a joke. Whether you think it's funny or not. I was telling Fuller, I said, Fuller, you be clown. And he was saying some of the most things. Like me and Darlene be communicating. When we communicating, and we was communicating and communicating. I was like, Fuller, just saying. But he does this whenever he tell a joke. Now I'm telling you, world changes. Those who see Fuller minister, he is all into it. So he falls down like, he does it for like almost like a minute. And I'm like, if Fuller don't get up from laughing at himself, is that really that funny?
They was laughing too.
So these are the things now.
See, she's still religious. See, I'm trying to cast that religious demon out of her so she'll be saved.
I'm telling you, them people was laughing, and I was looking like, well, you gonna tell? I mean, but every time he ministers, he humors himself, and I think it's so great. Even though we were laughing at it yesterday, because now that I am coming into Mrs. Fuller, I can now say, yes, hello to all those that have joined us. Yes, Dawn and Zanina and Karen.
Griffin, Georgia,
Griffin, what's up in the house? ATL, what's up in the house? Texas, what's up in the house? Chicago, all of you guys. Macon, what's up in the house? Fayetteville. So Fuller's gonna find something funny.
Yep.
And but we were laying in the bed and we were just reminiscing. This is what we said we were gonna say.
Right.
We were reminiscing over.
Do you remember
when? So we came up with a list of things. Do you remember when? What, babe?
Well, I remember after. If you've been listening for a while, you heard us talk about the Best Buy story. So I'm going to talk about after the Best Buy. So at Best Buy, Darlene I had been telling her how I felt. I was falling in love with her. I loved her, but I was falling in love. Okay. And I had lost control. I was losing control of my feelings. And so I wanted to, she never expressed how she felt about me or anything. I know she liked me, but I wanted to take it to the next level, because one thing I told her when I was dating, that when I was dating, I said, I'm gonna be dating to get married. So so Best Buy, she made a commitment. I'm cut that short, but okay. So then I called my cousin, the late great Marcus Fuller.
Oh yeah.
He's a pastor, and I called him on the phone and I said, Darlene and I started seeing each other. He said, I told my wife, I don't know what they waiting on. They had a perfect match. They just fit each other. And he knew Darlene and he knew me. And he said, I don't know what they're waiting so long for, or what they should have been doing it a long time ago. So that was one thing I remember. And this is what was funny that I remember. I remember after we made the commitment that we was going to be dating. And I told you, I said, I need to tell Pastor and Pastor Taffy. You said, oh, no, don't tell him. I said, we need to tell him. I said, now, not only he's my pastor and she's my pastor, but they're my friend. And I don't want them to hear about it from anybody else. Darlene, no, she was adamant about not telling them. So when we was coming out of Sam's one day, we went to Sam's and took Paige and Austin.
Anytime you're trying to be secret, that secret gonna come out, y'all.
And then I ran to Adam to his wife.
Don, your son.
Right. And we ran to them and we just laughed and talked.
They was looking at us
like,
what Darlene and Bishop Fuller doing together? We was like, hello, how's it going? See y'all later.
And I know what Anthony was thinking. That OG done struck again.
That thing.
You
know what?
And so that was like a week later. I'm still telling her, I got to tell Pastor now. We didn't tell him. So we go to this Mexican restaurant in Fayetteville. And of all the days to go to the Mexican restaurant, Pastor and
one of the ministers,
her daughter-in-law I mean, her sister-in-law. Her sister-in-law was there.
Jay
was there. And I said, oh, no, I'm going to tell him tomorrow. And the next day I told him. But Darlene would not come into the green room. I tried to get her to come in the green room.
I would. I could.
And go with me and tell her. But she wouldn't go, boy. And then she's going to call me while I'm talking to him.
I thought he was finished.
And I put on blast. And I put on the phone with speakerphone.
With Pastor Dollar. And here he goes. Hey, darling. I was like,
no. You got to say it right. Hey, darling.
Hey, darling.
Hey, darling.
I'm like, who started saying darling first? You or Pastor Dollar? And here go Pastor Dollar. Hey, darling. I was like, hey, Pastor Dollar.
Why was you gonna saw your face that day?
Wow. I just tell you, that was so, I was just, I was moving into this fuller world that comes with so many benefits of, and when I say benefits, I mean just his lifestyle, just his friendships, just the connections of relationships. And what's great about both of us, we each had our own lives that were where people love us. And Fuller and I, as we were sitting today talking, or this weekend, just as we said, we were laying in bed, and we get a chance to really just kind of reminisce over the things that, man, I just can't believe where I am right now. And Fuller said today, darling, you know what? Just the things that we've done in our relationship. If we all just, those that are married, let's just talk about those that are married. If y'all go back and just remember the good things that happened, how you got connected, how you met, how the crazy stuff you did, and how nervous you were. And like Fuller, we went to this one restaurant, and Fuller was, he was doing this to me, like looking at me. And I was like,
was it lust or love? I was looking like, how did you receive it?
Yeah, I figured that he was Google-eyed. He was trying to feel me out, but I was thrown off. I was like, this man is all in. It's like, that's what I wanted. See, so when what you want comes, sometimes we're nervous, like, where did that come from? So now we said though that we think that people should start talking about those.
Yeah, and reminisce about the good things. We have a tendency to focus on the negative and what was said bad or what was done bad. And then too, we don't look at the part we played in it. Mm-hmm. We don't look at the part we played in it. So we continue to face, to remember the good things, the laughter, the trips, the little innocent, how you just start off with the hand holding hands and it become personal, intimate. It become, like it's magnified, like the hands are magnified. That's what way it was when you first fell in love. It was like Neil was shooting through you, and there was a warm feeling come over.
Let me tell y'all this one though. This messed me up right here. So I got a question for you guys. Not a question. Yeah, it's a question. So would you ask us? It's okay, you guys. We're transparent. Ask us any question you would like to about us. Like, we didn't know, and I wanted to ask you, Darlene and Fuller, about this, but I didn't know you that well. I didn't know how, what you would say, or would you even cover it? I'm hoping that you would cover it, but you ain't said it yet. So would you ask us any type of question you would like, and we'll answer it here. Now, go back. I remember when Fuller and I were talking on the phone, and we began to talk pretty regularly. And these calls happened at 2 a.m. They lasted until 2 a.m. They lasted till 4 a.m. And one time Fuller said something to me, but I was realizing the connection was really evolving. And so I'm laying in the bed, and we're now get this. I was too nervous sometimes to talk to him on the phone because this voice was messing me up. This whole, hey, darling, all that, hey, Q, and, Bishop Fuller voice. It was all that. So I was like, he said, do you want to talk? No. Just text me. So we texted, right? And so one time he's texting me, and I said, I did my phone like this, you guys. I put the phone down because I was like, I can't. This is Bishop Fuller right me. I cannot answer. This message is no more. And I just put the phone down, and I did this. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm like, going to see him no more. And I remember, like, Fuller would wake up in the mornings. I would get these text messages with his emojis on it with coffee in a mug, or just with the legs kicking. Like, hey, what are you doing this morning? And I'm like, this man is for real writing me.
Yeah.
What else do you remember?
Yeah,
baby?
she. But I was teasing her last night about. I was texting her, and sometimes I was trying to fill her out, so I throw a curveball at her about a relationship or seeing each other or something like that, and I know she was looking at the phone. I told her I could see you laying in bed looking at the phone, and put the phone down. I said,
I couldn't.
Oh no! But see, the thing about it was, I didn't know she was interested, and all she had to do was say, "Look, I'm not interested," or "I'm not ready to move in a relationship."
But I wasn't sure if I wasn't interested.
But she kept leaving the door open. Kept leaving the door open, and she left the door open, and I kept on texting till we started talking. And I think this voice had something to do with it.
Okay, yeah, it really did,
I went bare white.
It's mesmerizing all the time. I really must say.
Look, let me give a shout out to Pastor Bernard Miller, my cousin, the Fuller in Greenville. Carrie Evans, my daughter, brother Lorenzo Wright in Florida. But did the voice bother you, baby?
Full ain't got to sound deep, you guys. This is how he sounds all the time. And we reminisce over the times of just relationship. And I really think that, whether you're single or not too, because we got plenty single. Hey, Treese, Montrese, we got plenty of people that join us too. And so until the Boaz or until the Ruth comes, then here's a great opportunity for you to get your house in order, to do make sure you've gotten your business affairs together. Because as we get older, sometimes we forget and let some things slip because we're still waiting on those moments that person to come. You gonna say something?
No.
Yeah, and so we don't have those things in order. And so, but when he comes along or she comes along, you can now help those people. Like for me, Full and I, when we first met, the very first thing I go, and I love Legal Shield, and y'all know I do. I don't try not to talk about it all the time, even if you think I talk about it all the time. But I'm here to help people. And the very first thing I said to Fuller is, I lost my spouse. I'm going to encourage you because Jean's name I know is on your last will. By the way, I don't really know if you have a will. I'm not asking about your business, but would you like to update your will? And he was like, oh, absolutely. And that was really the breaking moment. But it's kind of like Yvonne Holmes. They have, Legal Shield and Kirk Arnold and a few other treats and all, so it's not that you guys don't know I do it, but that's not the point. The point is that while we're waiting on life to proceed forward, even if you're married, if you got a spouse and y'all haven't gotten the business affairs together, that's a great time for you to start working together, building the relationship, making it new. You don't want to talk about some things, but some things you just gotta do.
Making life decisions. Just go ahead and make it, and maybe by you talking about the things you accomplish together, or the things that you want to accomplish, it'll draw you even closer.
Yeah. But so all we want to make sure that you guys do is, especially for married couples or people that have been dating for a while, is to reminisce. I'm telling you, it just did something to us for us just to look. And I was looking at Fuller like, you look like you did, when I met you. I mean, I had that. First of all, when I met Fuller, he was cool. But I was like, who? I just remember seeing you in a suit. I don't remember you. I didn't know you did it like that. Yeah. And so, like the hat and stuff.
I had short pants on and sneakers.
And I certainly didn't remember all this right here, this beard stuff. I was like, okay, well, I see you. And so, but I'm glad that you guys, y'all have not really asked us any questions. Maybe y'all don't want to really care about our business. Don't really know.
I know our time's getting short, and I just saw Pea Shooter's sister on there. Brenda, how you doing, Brenda, homegirl? Sorry to hear about Pea Shooter. Man, I used to go to their house in the morning before school and wait for Pea Shooter from Griffin, Georgia. He was a Griffin legend basketball player. Okay. And he passed about a couple weeks ago. Okay. And so I just Just remember going by their house. I used to have to go with my mom, so I went early. So it's too early to go to school. So I used to stay at sit at their house in the morning until time for me to go to school, and we walked to school together. So I'm just giving a shout out.
Yeah.
Look,
so Chris Page.
Yeah, Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing? My brother.
Yeah.
Look, it's called Life this Thursday at 7:00. This coming Thursday, it's called Life. I'm going to be talking to Tony and Cynthia Brazelton, and we're talking about balancing life and ministry, or family and ministry. So you might want to tune in. You can YouTube. It's called Life, and it'll be Thursday at 7:00. But look, I've enjoyed today. Look, life is too short. We take life for granted, but life will throw you a knuckleball. I mean, you don't know which way it's going, what direction it's going in. So make the adjustment to life. Don't let nothing bother you and weigh you down. And I was talking to someone today about forgiving. And I said, just like Pastor Dollar said, unforgiveness is like you drinking poison and looking for the other person to die. Hello, somebody.
Hello.
So don't hold anything against anybody because you don't know. Your siblings, your loved ones, even friends, you know, if you be the peacemaker, go walk in love, walk in peace, because I tell you, it's nothing like it. I don't know anyone I hate. I don't know anybody I really just dislike.
You don't?
No, I don't, because I refuse to let anybody have control over my life but Jesus. And I'm just not going to let them have control. So I let it go. And in relationships, you know, put your relationships in categories: out of court, inner court, holies of holies. Maybe you let somebody in your holy place that shouldn't have been there, and now you're angry. They said something or told some of your business, but you were the one that was wrong because you let them in there. So restore and rebuild any kind of relationship you got if it's possible. But you do your part of love.
Look at this, what Eric Hines said. He done switched love and kindness and put love and forgiveness.
Love and forgiveness. Come on. Always in season. I like that, Eric.
Man, what?
Yes, sir. Love and forgiveness is always in season.
Yes,
love and kindness is always in season. That's really good. Kurt Arnold said everything happened at the speed of relationship. Yes. So make sure your relationship is good. Yes. Hey, man, we got to go out of here.
We got to
get out of here.
Yeah.
Man, we love you guys, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I saw a lot of new people on tonight. God bless you. Love you dearly. Amen, amen, amen. Come on.
Come on, y'all. Yeah, that's the Staples, y'all. The Staple Singers.
Might be the closest Christmas song we'll play. Come on.
GodFidence every Monday, right here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Master yourself, ain't nobody. It's at a good Kahoot. Y'all, man, these songs from back in the day.
Hey.
What's up, lady? My parents love the Staples. Now, Lady D, don't be making me feel old now.
Hey, Lady D.
All right, you guys, we out
right
here. See you next week on GodFidence.
All right.
Here.